So we obviously have a ton to talk about. And, you know, this graphic here to our right was put together by Randy Garrett at Transwestern. And if you haven't seen it yet, I suggest at some point when y'all are leaving, stop by, because it puts into perspective why we're here. It puts into perspective the sheer amount of growth, development going on in this area. It's an absolutely wonderful graphic. With that, I want to start with Mayor Maso. First of all, good to see you again.
Thank you.
I know you probably have absolutely zero going on these days. But I want to start with a real hard-hitting question, and that is, I live in Frisco, and there are just an amazing amount of really neat projects going on, one of which actually opens this Saturday, and it is the National Video Game Museum. And so can you guarantee everybody here that the productivity of the mayor's office is not going to drop 50%?
No guarantees. Obviously, you know a little bit about my background and the old computer days in the 80s and the Ataris and Commodores, and well, I had a field day in there when I toured that. It's going to be exciting, and it's just, you know, we were talking about the youth of our community. A third of Frisco's population is below the age of 17, and a lot of them have never experienced how they got to where they are today with cell phones and the technology. And I think they're going to smile and probably laugh a little bit about it, but unfortunately, some of us use those computers.
Well, you'll probably be surrounded by about half of SCHEEF and Stone as well, so you won't be alone. But it kind of leads into the point that I want to get at, and is what is making Frisco so attractive? We're going to talk about the 5B mile. We're going to talk about Frisco Square. But what is it generally? I know you go back to Stonebriar Mall, right? But what is it that is making Frisco so attractive to developers?
Well, I think we first have to look at it holistically. I mean, the state of Texas is a great state to do business. Over the last 20 years, almost half the jobs in the country were created in Texas. And then I look at North Texas and the success of North Texas, Planos, McKinney's, Allens, Richardson's, of all the success that has taken place out here. And of course, Frisco is the best, right? I'm the mayor, I'm supposed to say that. But, you know, the reality is, truly it's partnerships. You heard from Stephen Jones. Frisco has found that model to create those special partnerships. And first and foremost with our school district, they've just been doing an amazing job. In our school district, for the last 20 years, we've averaged over 3 new schools a year. That tells you how young the community is. So families are moving here. And about approximately 60% of our population over 25 have 4-year degrees. So it's a well-educated community, and so companies notice that because that's the workforce they're looking for. So it has been that perfect storm, being in the right place, great education system, great partners. As you go around Frisco, Frisco is a new city. I moved there in '92 with 6,500 people. I was elected to office as a council member in 2000. We were 33,000 people. And fastest growing city in the U.S. in the last census. People are moving there because those partnerships have created this synergy that is very special. And it's worked well for us, and it'll continue to work well. So it's great just bringing partners. But I want to add a little bit more to that. You'll see, because it's a new city, you see a lot of new buildings there. And I tell people all the time, buildings are easy to build. It's just money, right? I think everybody out here understands that. The reality is, it's the people and the organizations in those buildings, like the Dallas Cowboys. Those partnerships that we've created have really built that unique